Welcome to Trading and Investing. I'm just going to have a short run through VIX. It's a product that I don't know, for some reason it fascinates me. So it's something that I've been, researching more and more and more as time's gone on. It's a chart that, again, I don't know why, but I just seem to really like looking at the VIX chart. You've got cash and you've also got different futures contracts. Even some of the investment platforms like Trading 212 has a VIX one, but I wouldn't personally do it on a sort of investment platform. I'd only ever be trading VIX. The sort of time periods, could be anything from an hour or two right through to like 2 months. Like I use IG Trading, they have 2 months on their futures contracts. So the way I tend to look at VIX would be, it's not a direct inverse of the S&P 500. There is also an EU VIX on the IG app. And again, it's not a direct inverse of the EU 50 index, but it's somewhere thereabouts. It certainly gives you a good indication of, possible turning points in the market. So, for instance, this week, it's been on a consistent decline on the VIX. S&P 500 sort of near all-time highs. It's hitting a level where I'm thinking I don't want to hold any long positions right now on the S&P because VIX could at any time jump. Bearing in mind it's the volatility index, it is an extremely volatile sort of thing in itself. Again, I don't tend to go long on VIX. I tend to only short it, but this is it. Everyone has their own sort of approaches to these things. What I tend to look for myself, I look for the spikes. So if you look back on sort of daily or 4-hourly time frames, you get these giant spikes. Every time it goes up, I think, oh, if only I'd, gone long, yesterday morning. But this is it. This is the nature of the beast. We don't know what's going to happen. Otherwise, we'd all be millionaires. But my personal sort of approach is I wait for these huge sort of increases in the volatility. It doesn't then mean as soon as it hits the top, I buy into the index. I tend to just let it ride up. I know you shouldn't be drawing lines on charts. I don't actually draw lines on charts, but again, there's nothing wrong with looking left. What I'm tend to be looking for is, does it feel like it's starting to fizzle out? So when there's sort of 2 hours left on the market, if things are starting to steady, quite often VIX will then, shoot back down. Certainly if it's up 20% on the day, very, very often it will then come back to, being up 10% on the day. This isn't sort of news to anyone probably. So, but if VIX is still climbing, going right into market close, I just steer clear. Again, in the past I might have, gone in and thought, oh wow, it's the perfect time, let's buy into the index. And then you wake up in the morning, you're deep in the red, and you just think, well, why did I do that? What was making me think that was about to rebound? But yeah, VIX, like I say, when you look back, you've got these huge spikes and then steady declines. Huge spike, steady decline. So I tend to use it as wait for the huge spike, get your risk management in, get a sell order, and then just let it ride out. On IG, it costs me about, at the moment, around sort of £400 for a sell, sort of between £300, £400 for a sell position. You can just leave that running for the entire month, 2-month contract, whichever one you're on the futures, and like so often, you just double your money. It's absolutely mad. but there's a lot of risk associated with it. The only reason I tend to go in is because, like I say, I have been watching it for a long period of time. I just get that intuition, that feeling it's not done yet. I think tomorrow, even though it's showing a bit of red now, I believe tomorrow it's just going to fly again. And again, so often it does. It's better to be out the market, watching it, predicting what's going to happen, than go all in, riding your margin, and then the second it starts to go red, you're thinking, oh no, what have I done? Just unless you're certain, just steer clear. So again, you can look outside of the charts at what's going on in the world, what could be causing this volatility. Certainly with in the last couple of weeks, Trump being announced as the next president, it just with it, VIX is going all over the place. So it's just another tool to use to sort of reassure yourself, am I making the right call by the, going long on this or going short on this? So I think now, VIX is hitting that bottom level. For me, I'm sort of out. I'm just going to wait for the next movement. So there's a very good chance, we might see one last sort of spike of volatility, and then every year you tend to get this sort of Santa rally. So it could line up perfectly. I'm quite happy. I've had an absolutely immense month this month, so I'm quite happy having no trading positions, even through to the new year. I've more than doubled my account in a month, so I'm just happy where I am. But VIX is, like I say, it's a very good tool for seeing where the market sentiment is at the time. So if VIX is over 30, you're looking for a bottom, like the market is dropping hard. If it's over 20, it's probably in recovery. If it's already spiked and it's coming back down into the 20s, the market is trying to recover. But it's still going to be some time before you get back into sort of the teens. So while I'm talking to you, over the last month, it's probably dropped from about 18, mid 18, back down to sort of 15. When you're dropping below 16, you're starting to hit all-time highs again. Everything's settling down. So really, it should be giving you the confidence that if you're going long, yeah, maybe I can leave it in there. Like I say, I just have this feeling like when it starts hitting levels, when I look to the left, I'm starting to think I just want to lock in gains, basically. I'm not here to absolutely make the maximum on every trade. I'm just here to further my account, lock it in while it's there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I did see, earlier in the year, certainly last year, VIX was right down to sort of like, VIX looked like it was pushing for 11. And you're just thinking something is brewing. Like it can't stay that quiet forever. Well, in my mind, it can't. So again, seeing VIX hitting like 52-week lows is just making me think, get ready for the launch. Like I was just waiting, and again, it did. Shot up, caught the spike, put in a sell on the futures contract, and there, I literally, for every, I think, 350 I was putting in at the time, after a month and a half, I'm literally cashing in another 350. So it's just like, it's almost criminal. It feels criminal, but it's certainly a different sort of thing to trade to your commodities, to your indices. It's even great. I have it on my sort of list of different things. VIX is at the top for me. Like, it's one of the best indicators for me. Like, when I'm trying to say, why am I taking this trade on? If VIX is like plus 40%, you're thinking, this is a fantastic time to be looking for a swing in the index. if I think that the index is like at the bottom and about to climb, but also VIX is at the bottom, I'm starting to sort of tell myself, just wait, there's no harm in waiting. And that's what all this is about. It's about finding a strategy that works for you. Mine involves, I've got about 5 different indicators that I tend to look at. I want it to be ticking at least 3 of those to actually take a trade seriously. If it's only, that VIX is up, so, oh, it must be great. Again, if that's the only one that's there, I'm starting to now think, let's just wait for tomorrow, because if it keeps going, it's just going to wipe off gains that I just don't want to lose. And lo and behold, so often it does continue to climb, and you think, great, I've made the right call. These are the things I'm, journaling. Again, like when you're looking for that reassurance, it's so easy to go onto these forums and listen to people you just don't know. So they don't know your trading style. They only know their own. Journal things so you can reassure yourself, you've seen this same pattern time and time and time again. Reassure yourself that, believe in yourself. If you're profitable and it's done the same thing time and time again, who better than yourself to go to? So if you're enjoying these sort of podcasts, then that's it. I have set something up on Spotify so you can listen to this stuff on the move. I've got a channel on YouTube. I've got this on Facebook also. Find something that suits you. Send me a comment. If there's something you'd like me to sort of go into, then I'm more than happy to. So yeah, thank you.